How do we define best men? Best men are just folks that are good guys that want a relationship. I'm Mike Goldstein of Easy Dating Coach, here to help the people I love fall in love. All right, so number one for reasons why the best men are unavailable is number one is very simple. The best men are already in a relationship. The folks that are emotionally stable, that are good guys that want a relationship, a lot of them are gone. They're in a relationship. Makes sense. Now, number two, the other guys that appear to be the best are actually not looking for a relationship because they are in one of 5 phases. And every guy pretty much sits in these 5 phases that I want to review with you today. Because pretty much everyone is just out of a relationship and then in these 5 phases. So let's talk about this. Phase one of you just got out of a relationship is you are a mess. We've all seen this person. Just absolute mess, like can't function in society, crying their eyes out, like, just out of a divorce, for example. Just, they had this partner for anywhere from 5 to 30 years and just don't know how to exist without them and trying to figure that out. Mess. All right, phase two is you have immense purpose. This is when you went from your lowest low and you're like, it's time to build myself back up. And this is when you're like Rocky, like training. Put on the Rocky music right now. Where you're like, dun, 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 dun. Like you are working out every day. You're eating healthy. You're like doing better in your career. Like everything's hyper focused. And this is the most efficient man there is. Now, if you catch a guy in phase two, he is going to be the most desirable man you have ever met. Because in phase two, this guy is literally running at the highest levels that he or any man really ever runs at because he has got the biggest chip on his shoulder. I just either got dumped or I broke up with someone and it's time to get my manhood back. And you are going to be so wildly attracted to the phase two man because he has immense purpose. And it is so sexy seeing a man that is so driven, so laser focused, that all you do is you want some of his attention. You want to pull it away from that immense focus so he can have that immense focus on you. But that guy is only in phase two and he's not ready for a relationship. All right, then there's phase three. And this is the guy that's getting used to being single. He's like kind of toning down that immense purpose. And he's like getting into a routine now. He's like, this is how I'm going to do things. That was a little crazy. Being a mess wasn't great. I'm going to sit right in here and just have a nice routine and start getting accustomed to my new life as a single person. And this person is almost dateable, but not quite fully ready for you yet because he's still kind of getting over the relationship. All right, phase four is when he starts working on his shit. So he's still not really emotionally ready to date because he's still dealing with some baggage. But this is when he's like, man, you know what? The reason that relationship didn't work is because of dun, 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 dun. I need to start fixing that, or at least realizing what it is. So his first step of phase four is realize what it is and then start working on it. And so this guy, still has his baggage. You can't date him yet. He's still working on it. All right, so now at the tail end of phase four, this is that small window where you really want to get this guy because it's like he just worked on his shit and he's feeling good. He's like, I got this solved. I am the full package. This is the guy you want to date who's available. Now, fast forward, we go into phase five, and this is a bummer. This is when insecurity starts creeping in for him. This is when he's been ready for a relationship. So he's ready because he's done the work. But now he's getting insecure because he's like, man, I've been single kind of a while. Like, am I actually like a catch? And so this guy, could be a good option for you, but like he's a little insecure. So maybe, not that attractive to you. Now, based on all this material, the reasons why the best men are not available is because one, they're in a relationship, and two, they're just out of it and then dealing with one of these 5 phases. So that's why it's a little, difficult to get the best guys. Now, based on all this, remember that you're going to be most attracted to the phase 2 guys that are unavailable. And these guys may come off as narcissists and just, frankly, just aren't ready for a relationship. So now, with all this information, be cognizant and realize what phase your guy potentially is in. But also realize that this is just a big numbers game. There are single amazing men that are about to get into a relationship. And you need to get to those guys that fit your need. And there's a lot of them, because every woman watching this needs a different guy, really. So just be patient and find the guy in the right timing, and go after a lot of men, and then you can get to these amazing best men. Does that make sense? And if any of you would like help getting the best men, I'm literally the best in the entire world at doing this. 83% of my clients get into relationships. So go sign up for a strategy session with the link below, and we'll put one up yonder, one of these sides. And I love all of you. And don't be discouraged by this video. You only need to find one guy, and that's what we do. We will find that one guy for you. All right. Love all of you. Keep watching if you want more videos up here and here. See you next time.